So the first section of part unit 12-1 is you're just naming the prism. So if this is the base here, it makes a triangle. But I'm not gonna put the LE on because it's triangular prism. So we know it's a triangle, so we make it a triangular prism. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 with an X and hex with an X. Hexagonal prism. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is an octagon. So it's an octagonal prism. The surface area here, we're going to look at the two ends. So we have to find the area of each of these two ends. So we have 6 here and 6 here. So the area of the square is 6 times 6. So the area of the square is 36 meters squared. That's for one of the squares. Then, I'm going to switch colors. We have to find the area of this rectangle, which is 6 times 10. So the area of the rectangle equals 6 times 10. The area of the rectangle is 60 meters squared. But that's just this square and this rectangle. We have 2 of these squares, so we need to take 36 times 2 because that was the area of the square. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles. So we need to take the 60 times 4, and that's from here. And then once you multiply those out, you're going to add them together for what is our surface area of the whole prism. Once again, we're going to take apart the prism. We're going to look here. We have a triangle here, and that exact same triangle, those are the two bases. So this is really hard to see here, but what it's saying is we have 10 and the 12 is up like this. Remember, we can either multiply it together and divide by 2, or I am just going to half this 12 to 6. So the area of one triangle is 60 centimeters squared because I have 10 times 6. I have 2 triangles, so I need to multiply that 60 times 2 so I can get this triangle and this triangle total, which gets me 120 centimeters squared. So that's for the two bases, the ends. Well, now I have a rectangle that is 15 by 13. So for that, I have area of this rectangle is 15 times 13. So I'm going to do my work over here. 15 times 13 is 195. So the area of one rectangle is 195. But if you look, you have a triangle. So obviously you're going to have 3 sides to your triangular prism. So we have 1, 2, 3. So you're going to take that 195 times 3 and get 585. But now to find the surface area, you need to add this plus this so that you have the whole entire prism into your surface area. So add those two together. Number 6, we need to think about this a little bit. If we know what the surface area is and we're working backwards, we have to look at a couple of keywords. The first one being cube. A cube has 6 equal sides, so every single side has the same area. In other words, we're going to take 24 and divide it by 6. So you're getting 4 for, if this is your cube, which I'm going to draw down here, that means this side is 4, this side is 4, this side is 4, and then the sides that you can't see in my drawing, if you think about a dice, are also 4 to get you a total of 24. So the area of each face is 4 centimeters squared. And then it's asking you, okay, if you know, now let's just take one face. We know that this is 4. What do you multiply this by and this by that are the same number that are going to get you to 4? So I know if I take something times something equals 4, I know that that answer is 2. And so each edge is 2 centimeters. Now to name the solid from these nets, I need to look at the base. The base is a square. So my base is a square, and it's going to go up into a, oopsie, wrong. It's going to, go up into a pyramid in this case, because they're all going up to the top. Here, once again, I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a hexagonal, and this is a prism. Remember, my pyramid has just one base. My prism has two bases. Pyramid, one base. Prism, two bases. On the remembering side, you might want to just pause this screen for a second. I have here the reminder of which each of these fractions is equal to. So let's say that you need to find 6/8, which isn't one of the choices. If I need to find 6/8, that's saying I need to find 1/8 6 times. So I would take this decimal number and multiply it by 6. So if you're trying to find, now some of the answers are right there, like 1/2 is right there. But if you're trying to find 3/4, you're either thinking to yourself, oh, 3/4 equals something, or I can multiply this number by 3. Remember, when you are taking a mixed number and turning it into an improper fraction, we multiply these two numbers, and then we add this number. So we have 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, and our denominator stays the same. We multiply these two numbers, that gets you 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and my denominator stays the same. We multiply these two numbers, which gets us 20, plus 1 is 21, and my denominator stays the same. And the other three you should be able to do. To find the perimeter, this is easy as long as you are not lazy about it. I'm going to keep track by marking it 5 plus 19 plus 1 plus 14 plus 3 plus 7. This here is the same as this. That's what that little dash means. So this is 1 and then 12. So to get the perimeter, add those all together. For the area, as I was saying, the area is a little bit harder because I've got to split this complex figure into simple figures. And I'm going to do it by taking and splitting this like this. Okay, so I know that side is 5. If this is 7, that means this is 7. And if the total thing is 12, that means this is 5. So this is a square. So the area of just this square is 25. Now, I'm going to erase the lines I drew here so I don't screw myself up. All right, so now I'm looking here. We know this is 1 because it's the same as this one down here. So I have 7 for my length and 1 for my width. So my total area for the rectangle is 7. Then down here, I have that this is 14 and this is 1, my length times my width. So this is 14. Now, in order to find for my complex figure, I have to add all of these together. So I have 25 plus 7 plus 14 gives me my area for the complex figure. For number 14, I'm going to do something really easy. It's asking me to find something that has the area of 47 square centimeters. So I'm going to do it the easy way. I'm going to draw something that is 45. And that would be that this side is 9 centimeters and this side is 5 centimeters. Which means the area of this square is 45 centimeters. I need 2 more square centimeters in my complex figure. So I'm just going to add on something that is 2 centimeters and 1 centimeter wide. Because 2 times 1, if I take my 2 times my 1, the area of this part of this figure is 2. So my total area is 47. And if I want to, I can erase this so it looks like a complex figure. You could do it with any number. You could do it with 20 and then add 27. For example, if I said that I have 4 and 5. That gives me a total of 20, which means I have 27 left, which means now 27 I can do 3 times 9, which is 27, which gives me a total of 47. And once again, I have a complex figure. There could multiple possibilities for that one. So if I'm extending a pattern here, I'm going to change colors. I have a circle, square, square, circle. Really what you do next makes everything change. I could say, all right, I'm going to do, so it goes circle, square, square, circle, square, square, circle, square, square, circle, square, square, circle. Or I could do circle, square, square, circle, circle, square, square, circle. I mean, there's multiple possibilities here too.